Alexa, turn on disk lamp.
Okay.
Saying that children in Gaza are being step up your style game. Family friends or hill station trip plan பண்ணீங்கன்னா ஏற்காடு போகலாம். ஏற்காடுல நல்ல சிம்பிள்
ஐயோ ஸ்ப்ரே எக்ஸ்பயர் ஆயிடுச்சு. I love Daddy Venom.
Which hero do you think you want to be today?
Who are you calling a raccoon?
Life energy is a powerful weapon against evil. Now, who am I gonna banish from this match? You'll need a top-notch team to win this one. We are Cloak and Dagger. We are hope and fear. Round
There's
one,
always a
go!
spark of light in darkness.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
Always a pleasure to see you out here getting your hands dirty, Emma.
Such poor timing, though. I just had my nails done.
Turn them to diamond, darling. They'll make it through without breaking.
Oh, it's not quite adamantium, but I suppose it'll do.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
I suppose that helps.
So cold.
Much of a choice at all.
Did you drop something nice?
Trouble has arrived.
Look behind you!
I'll get you next.
Someone scratch my back.
My time to shine.
An enemy. You're ready for action. Armor pack here.
Needed a little boost.
Doc Rocket is
I'm over here.
lights out.
My time to shine. A boom of light.
You're welcome. Bring the bad guys. Lights out.
My time to shine. Hold still. I'm trying to help.
Your toy, Spectre.
I'll pack you up.
Step aside. Much to prove.
Hi there. Good to see you. Good to see you.
This is a nice spot.
I was fine, but thank you.
Yeah.
Someone scratch my back. An ancient Egyptian artifact. Interesting. Oh, yeah. Good. Oh. I've got a tangy. This should come in handy.
How's it going?
My time to shine. Good to see you.
Just what the doctor ordered.
Hey.
My
I wasn't sure we'd get this chance again.
lights out.
Us against the world!
Gotta shoot.
My time to shine.
Found my weak spot.
Handy needs help. That should limit no night power. Lights out. My excellent. I'll patch you up. An ancient Egyptian artifact.
Hi there.
Relax.
Only 60 seconds left.
I was fine, but thank you. Now, as broken as your mind,
They're coming from behind.
Chin up.
The moon haunts you!
Spotted one of our enemies.
Down to 30 seconds. Lifeline, these are the final. Oh, hi.
See, you're right, bro.
வால் கரெக்டா வரும்.
Us against the world. This is real fire. Tremble before fire.
The current score is 0-0. Time to switch things up, including which side you're on.
Life energy is a powerful weapon against evil.
The right heroes could make all the difference. Round 2, go!
Thus I am a guardian against evil.
We'll be coming in 30 seconds. Stay strong.
You might want to look over here.
A shuffling of the galactic guard, if you will. You could be part of it.
I will remain loyal to my friends.
Loyalty is a powerful bond, but also a terrible weakness.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You have to stop them from securing the mission area.
There were enemies here.
Of course. The X-Men leave New York and everything goes to hell.
Our foe, adversary. No, I'm fine, don't mind me. I'll get him there. Destroyed. Behind us. We lost control. I'll patch you up.
Oh, hi.
Final score 0-1. Well, you can't expect to win them all. Which hero do you think you want to be today? Now, who am I gonna banish from this match?
This.
Life energy is a powerful weapon against evil.
You'll need a top-notch team to win this one. Round one, go! Hi there. 30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
Mantis. It's a raccoon.
Oh, they are the cutest animal on Earth.
Really? And how come everyone keeps calling me a raccoon? I'm a badass.
You are cute and badass.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I have faith in you, Herbie. Don't let me make you. I am barely
Broken
harmed.
man, to be so careless with so many lives. You made me I need assistance.
Ayyo.
And I'll destroy it.
Hey, almost about out. Turn around.
I'm as strong as Ben.
Move this thing down the road.
You're halfway there. Keep going.
What are these weird keyhole things anyway?
I have faith in you, Herbie. Don't make me regret it.
The moon haunts you!
I'll patch you up.
An opportunity for
A guardian. Oh, hi. Shake it up.
I just dangerous. Up, we got an arm. Don't mind me. I'm just dying.
Get that vehicle moving again.
Hey, team, enjoy the amplifier. This is real firepower. Pulse charge, fire. Pulse cannons
Us against the world.
Almost there. Don't turn back now.
That put a spring in my step.
some uninvited
All
guests.
right. Add that to my greatest hits.
The vehicle reached a checkpoint. Keep up the momentum.
The moon haunts you!
You belong to me! Their end is nigh.
Relay deployed. It ain't. Someone scratch my back.
Oh, I need
You're halfway there. Keep going.
My armor's got a lock on a boat. It was a little messed up there. Thanks. Don't worry, Herbie. I look out for the little guys.
Almost there. Don't turn back now.
That's better.
Behold! That child!
Enjoy the amplifier. Lock and load. Pulse charge. Fire.
I vented my anger.
yourself a queen.
I'll get you to avenge his power in no time.
Shake it up.
Enemy.
Combat capabilities enhanced.
My anger is healthy.
That's it! Don't let anything stand in your way.
Chin up.
I'll patch you up.
Extra power never hurt.
My anger is
This is real firepower! That spark can hurt!
Let me help.
That put a spring in my step. Well, can I leave the Guardians now?
Have to fight alone.
Ay, this that's okay.
This is real firepower!
I suppose that helped.
So close! This is your big chance!
Shake it up.
Tony, you gotta give me one of those suits.
This is natural anger.
We are. The current score is 3-2-0. Time to switch things up, including which side you're on.
Life energy is a powerful weapon against evil.
The right heroes could make all the difference. Round 2, go! They'll be coming in 30 seconds. Stay strong.
People often mistake empathy for weakness. End this vehicle's
The
journey.
battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Feel better, fight better.
Oh,
Feeling
they do
sharp.
not look happy.
My anger is healthy.
Friends have saved my life far more times than weapons. Even so, it's always nice to have a couple.
Better stop that vehicle!
It's thinking its tracks.
Feel better.
I'll patch you up.
Extra power never hurt.
Be careful.
I need assistance with it.
Not right.
My anger is healthy.
That's me.
Combat capabilities enhanced.
Chin up.
Healing. Why would I need healing?
I needed some help. Right there.
Follow the enemy. Someone scratch my back.
You stopped them in their tracks!
Follow the enemy. Follow the enemy.
That was fine. Thank you.
Lock and load it. Go. You're ready for action.
We Feel better, fight better.
Lock on to this location.
Only 60 seconds left.
I don't think that's welcoming
He
you.
stopped them in their tracks.
Feeling shocked.
Use some love here.
I needed some help. We should group up. Shake it up.
Although extra power never hurts.
We should group up.
Let's rock this.
Down to 30 seconds.
It's almost built.
We must hold out a little longer.
He stopped them in their tracks.
This is real firepower. Amplifier.
Need assistance.
Hitting the bad guy.
Pulse charge. Fire.
That spark can hurt.
Final 10 seconds.
Combat capabilities enhanced.
Hell unleashed. We are undefeatable.
You're welcome.
My life energy grows stronger.
Final score 3-2-0. Another epic victory! Big win! Which hero do you think you want to be today? Now, who am I gonna banish from this match? You'll need a top-notch team to win this one.
Life energy is a powerful weapon against evil.
We are Cloak and Dagger. We are hope and fear.
Round
Light
one,
doesn't dispel
go!
darkness. It helps me see the darkness and face it.
And well met. Do you truly believe you can stop my grand scheme?
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
So, thousands of futures and the only surviving Asgard.
You cannot save Yggdrasil, nor can you save yourselves.
Sole witness to this
A
future.
ver, da. Seguimos.
You are among the few mortals who could prove me wrong, Strange.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Help get that vehicle to its destination.
Enemy in front. One soap again. I still
Embrace the light.
lights out.
Light and the shine. Everybody needs a hand sometimes. Or a dagger. Sorry.
My
Hold still. I'm trying to help. My time to shine.
Nice to see you.
The god of mischief greets you.
You're halfway there. Keep going.
Look, he's killing that tree. But we're going to stop him. I was fine. Now I'm the one who needs healing.
Almost there. Don't turn back now.
An enemy strange is near. Lights out.
Your god is suffering.
Glad you're ready. Here come the bad guys. My time to shine.
welcome to the Dark Force dimension.
Stronger already. Magneto. How's it feel to be one of the good guys?
The vehicle reached a checkpoint. Keep up the momentum.
Loki's killing that tree, but we're going to stop him. Fall back and regroup. Fall back and regroup.
You cannot hurt me. I feel like myself again. Oh, my magnetic. Lights out.
My time to shine.
I am strengthened for that.
So cold tonight.
I unleash
Against the world.
Lights out.
Get ready.
Let's pop back up under them. Us against the world.
by the eye of Agamotto. Again!
My thanks.
Again!
The light always comes back.
I'm right here with healing magic.
Hi there.
The god of mischief greets you.
Nice
Get
to
that
see you.
vehicle moving again!
Hail and well met.
Every delay makes Loki stronger. Hurry! Myself again. I am strengthened.
Bless the healing arts.
There they are. Right ahead.
Lights out.
My turn to shout.
I
I am ready to put on a show. Just in time.
Behold the god of thunder!
My time to shine.
Lights out.
Nice to see you.
You can make a stand
We
right
could
here.
wipe this place off the map. Ah, that's better. I got you.
Almost there!
Lights out.
My turn to shine. Us against the world! Us against the world! I'll get you next time.
Lights out.
By the eye of Agamotto!
Get in there. Cover from the shadows.
My turn to shine.
Vehicle reached the checkpoint. Keep up the momentum.
That's better.
Much better.
Lights out.
My turn to shine.
The wizard is down.
Destroy these outlets as soon as you see them.
They are now.
Bring on the chaos.
I'll stand with you.
Lights out.
That's dead.
Hell unleashed! Please, we're hurt.
That's it. Don't let anything stand in your way.
Hold still. I'm trying to help.
I unleash the Ashanti.
Us against the world.
Get in there. Myself again.
Armed
and dangerous! Again! The moon haunts you!
Hold still. I'm trying to help. The end has come, but just for you.
So close. This is your big chance.
Now, a disappearing.
Lights out.
My turn to shine.
I am ready to
Us
put on a
against the
show.
world.
The current score is 3, 2, 0. Time to switch things up, including which side you're on.
We are Cloak and Dagger. We are hope and fear.
The right heroes could make all the difference. Round 2, go! They'll be coming in 30 seconds. Stay strong.
People are always afraid of Ty, but they just don't know him.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3,
Take a step back.
2, 1.
Nice to see you.
You need to stop that vehicle in its tracks.
A threat against Krakoa is a threat against all mutants. We shall not abide. Render me assistance. Much better.
Hold still. I'm trying to help. My turn to
Better
shine.
stop that vehicle.
He needs help.
Bless the healing arts.
Lights out.
I am a true team player. Many
Thanks.
What?
will be able to hold you for long. I feel like myself again.
Stop them!
Haha.
You are under my protection.
I'm back to shed some light. Let's take a step back.
Bless the healing arts.
There's still a chance to stop them. Better stop that vehicle. Us against the world. My turn to shine.
Rest now, my
Again!
Doctor Strange is gone.
Us against the world.
My time to shine.
They hit a checkpoint. Now might be a good time to stop them.
Much better.
Our enemies are near. Good medicine.
Better stop that vehicle.
A bomb of light.
I doubt any help will be able to hold you for long.
I'll get you next time.
I unleash the Shanti's power!
Help me from the shadows.
My time to shine. There are enemies here.
I am strengthened for battle. One couldn't win without the other.
நினைச்சேன் முன்னாடி இருந்தேன்.
Let's get
They
into
made
some
it
good
halfway. Stop them. Better stop that vehicle.
Lights out.
There's still a chance to stop them.
My time to
They
shine.
hit a checkpoint. Now might be a good time to stop them.
Armed and again! Again!
Time to shine. A bomb of light.
Again!
You owe me one.
Better stop that vehicle.
My time to shine. Your dog is suffering. Us against the world.
Your powers are mine!
Against the world.
Us against the world.
My time to shine. I'll get you next time. I'll get you next time.
Lights out.
Turn around. Just embrace the light. I'm back to shed some light.
Some healing would do me well.
A timely intervention.
Now or never. Stop them.
Bless the healing arts.
Better stop that vehicle.
Oh, I'm fine. Don't mind me.
Don't give them hell unleashed.
Armed and dangerous! Again!
Hold still. I'm trying to help. Doctor Strange is gone?
Hey! The current score is 3-2-3. Time to switch things up, including which side you're on.
We are Cloak and Dagger. We are hope and fear.
You'll need a top-notch team to win this one. Eat nuts and kick butts. Round 3, go!
This is Tippy Toe, and she has the powers.
Asgard has been
just a
invaded
regular
yet again.
squirrel.
God of Mischief greets you.
Oh, hey there!
The God of Mischief greets you.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
Oh, hey there!
Asgard has been invaded yet again. What is all this?
My helmet is shielded from telepathic intrusion. One can never be too safe.
So I have learned. This world is full of dangers I could never have imagined.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Howdy! Help get that vehicle to its destination.
I'll patch you up.
Oh, I cut your nerves. I suck. Check out this big airport.
That fucking hurts. I'll patch you up.
Oh, now that's snap. Be careful over here.
Only 60 seconds left.
I like the cold. We won't stop until the sun is I had a feeling.
This is real firepower. More bad guys.
So shall we?
Down to 30 seconds.
Us against the world. We're back, right, Tippy Toe? Howdy! Peasants! Howdy! I suck!
Armed and dangerous! Judge, jury, executioner!
You'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner.
I appreciate you.
Oh my god.
The current score is 3, 2, 3. Time to switch things up, including which side you're on. Eat nuts and kick butts. The right heroes could make all the difference.
The play of the game.
Round 4.
Being a superhero is a piece of cake compared to being Luke Cage's nanny. Now that was stressful.
We'll be coming in 30 seconds. Stay strong.
Oh, hi.
You have a problem with me I should know about. Only the years of unnecessary pain and strife you caused my people. Whatever your Wanda Maximum, that blood is not on my hands. And yet there you are, bathed in red.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
It ain't cheap.
You need to stop that vehicle in its tracks.
I can do this myself.
It seems we have company.
I'll patch you up.
I appreciate you. Time to go nuts.
Better stop that vehicle.
I like the cold.
Someone scratch my back.
You cannot hurt me.
Here's where to find them.
Double KO.
Yeah.
Again!
30 seconds. Final score 3, 2, 4.
Bye, Diamond.
Well, you can't expect to win them all.
GG, Kitty Patty.
Which hero do you think you want to be today? Now, who am I gonna banish from this match? The right heroes could make all the difference.
We are Cloak and Dagger. We are hope and fear.
Round one,
Always afraid of time, but they just don't know him. Hi there.
They'll be coming in 30 seconds. Stay strong.
Good to see you.
What concerns you so, my friend?
I am Groot.
You shall not face this alone. Together, we are a mighty forest. When our foes fall, we shall be left standing.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You have to stop them from securing the mission area.
It is my destiny to lead you to victory. Stand in my way.
I feel like myself again.
Lights out.
I'll get you next time.
I require some aid.
Glad to help.
Cosmic light returns.
Just embrace the light. Us against the world. Glad to help.
Lights out.
Here they come. My time to shine. Fall back and regroup.
Woo! I never miss.
I feel better already.
Thanks, Neil. Thanks.
I require some aid.
Lights out. Rise, my friends!
I am ready to put on the show. We need to stop that vehicle in its tracks.
Second chance is over.
Better stop that vehicle.
I feel like myself. I am strength.
Much to prove.
Heads up, back guys.
They've made it halfway. Stop them.
I was fine, but thank you.
Lights out. Living feet.
My life force is exposed.
Fantastic!
I'm hit.
Ha ha!
There's still a chance to stop them.
Whoa!
Time to shine.
Ha ha!
Hi there.
Ha ha!
Double KO! They hit a checkpoint. Now might be a good time to stop them.
You got Moon Knight now.
I was fine, but thank you.
Better stop that vehicle. Embrace the light.
Much better.
Lights out.
By the eye of Agamotto!
Woo! Never miss.
Tiger's back.
Gonshu.
Let's take a
It's now
step
or
back.
never. Stop them.
You cannot hurt me. Gone from sight. Shall we ever?
Don't give them another inch. Or else.
Us against the world. I am ready to put on a show.
Lights out. My resistance.
My time to shine.
That seems clear.
Lights out.
Light Force is in preparation.
Quite a performance, no?
You stop them in their tracks.
Much better.
Get in there.
You owe me one.
Lights out.
My time to shine.
My health is low. I suppose that helps.
Here's how you shoot.
Just embrace the light.
Just what the doctor
Lead them to Khonshu.
Glad to help.
Lights out.
Oh, here they are now.
My time to shine.
You stop them in their tracks.
Track this enemy. Get this area
over here.
Lights out.
My life, I feel like
Enemies out.
A boom of light!
This is real firepower!
Us against the world!
Lights out.
I am ready to put on a show!
Hey, that was booster.
Your powers!
Oh, yeah.
My time to shine!
I was fine, but thank you.
You stop them in their tracks!
by the eye of our
Fantastic!
My time to shine!
Your god is suffering.
Only 60 seconds left.
I just cut rocket signal. Rise and fall.
The current score is 0-3. Time to switch things up, including which side you're on.
We are Cloak and Dagger. We are hope and fear.
You'll need a top-notch team to win this one. Round 2, go!
We had each other. That bond is unbreakable.
Seconds before you attack. Get ready.
No one escapes the inevitable.
I don't care. No mutant shall ever end up in your domain again.
So sad. But even a living island will meet its end, eventually.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
Their golden idols, but all of them shall bow
A boom of light!
to much better.
Lights out.
My time to shine!
My face.
A boom of light!
Lights out. Take my pick.
My time to shine! Everybody needs a hand sometimes. Or a dagger.
Enemies out.
Hold still! Us against the world!
Lights out.
Double KO! That's 3!
My time to shine!
Needed a little boost. Splendid, Queen of Hell.
Look at you.
Help get that vehicle to its destination.
Holy creatures, when I welcome you into my own kingdom with open arms. If Dracula's immortal army lives, hell
This is real firepower!
Again! Ha ha ha! Ha ha!
vehicle moving again.
Everybody needs a hand sometimes. Or a dagger. We'll lead you to the castle. No worries.
Savage side is showing Logan. How delightful.
Lights out.
My time to shine. I made it.
I am barely harmed.
Machine play.
You're halfway there. Keep going.
Feel like myself again.
Our foes draw near.
I am ready to put on a show. I suck.
Healing soon.
For my crow.
No.
My time to shine.
അടിച്ചുകൊണ്ടടി
Get that vehicle moving again.
This whole area is completely destructible.
Lights out.
My time to shine. Us against the world.
That's a dad joke.
Armed and dangerous! Again! Fantastic!
Oh, I'm fine.
Whoa! Ha! 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 Ha!
Lights out.
I feel like myself again.
This is real firepower!
My time to shine.
Healing factor finally kicked in.
Reggie's here.
Get that vehicle moving again.
An opportunity. I am barely harmed.
Everybody needs a hand sometimes. Or a dagger. Forgot how dangerous a foam of light.
I am ready to put on a show.
Us against the world. Everybody needs a hand sometimes. Or a dagger.
Lights out.
You got them all.
My time to shine.
The vehicle reached a checkpoint. Keep up the momentum.
not doing it.
Sue Richards, ready now.
It seems we have
I am
company.
barely harmed.
A foam of light. Little help,
You better know what you're doing, rat girl.
Judge, jury, executioner! This is real firepower! Fantastic!
Max, we will
I become vulnerable.
My time to shine. Why would I need him all the way from here? So close.
This is your big chance.
Oddly, this ain't the
The move!
Hold still. Us against the world.
I am ready to put on a show.
Lights out.
Only 60 seconds left.
Just like the light from my bandwagon.
You got them all!
Was that true?
The current score is 3-2-3.
We are Cloak and Dagger. We are hope and fear.
You'll need a top-notch team to win this one. Round 3, go!
Light in darkness. Good to see you. Good to see you.
30 seconds before you attack.
Good to see you.
Get ready.
So, you commune with ancient gods once in a blue moon, right, Doc?
On occasion. But to serve as one's avatar must be exhausting.
Yeah, I probably shouldn't comment. She's always listening.
Perhaps a divine...
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it? Only 60 seconds left.
Yikes. I thought I'd already seen the worst of New York.
Your boy Logan is ready for action.
much better.
Down to 30 seconds.
I am barely on. Attack now or never. Just embrace the light. You owe me one. My time to shine. Fantastic.
The final 10 seconds. You'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner.
Dagger's back.
The current score is 3-2-3. Time to switch things up, including which side you're on.
We are Cloak and Dagger. We are hope and fear.
The right heroes could make all the difference. Round 4, go!
We had each other. That bond is unbreakable.
They'll be coming in 30 seconds. Stay strong.
Hi there.
Your ankhs are maddening.
Not my onks. Con shoes.
Even so, maddening.
If I'm on your side, isn't that what you want?
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You have to stop them from securing the mission area.
ஐயோ மிஸ் பண்ணிட்டான்.
Only 60 seconds left.
Like myself again.
Hold still. I'm trying to help.
Good matter.
Oh, I'm fine. Don't mind me.
I'll throw him over light.
Some healing, Konshu.
My time to shine.
Down to 30 seconds.
Everybody needs a hand sometimes. Or a dagger.
Lights
This feels empty.
Final 10 seconds!
Leave them to us!
We'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner. Us against the world!
Cheap lights out. My thing. Drown in the abyss.
Drop.
Final score 3-2-3.
She's less smaller.
Which hero do you think you want to be today? Now, who am I gonna banish from this match? Pick your hero. Or villain, I'm not judging.
Life energy is a powerful weapon against evil.
Without Ty, I wouldn't know the real power of the light force.
Exquisite! Pay up!
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
The ancient arcane deities you battle. Have you ever found it peculiar how closely they resemble the creatures of the deep?
I have noticed the similarities, particularly when ensnared in their tentacles.
Should you ever encounter one you cannot defeat, perhaps I could communicate.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
Yeah, I swear if this outfit gets ruined, there will be hell to pay.
Hi there.
Hello, darling. I found one of them.
Enemy in front of us. I am strength.
Dr. Strange is gone?
Tandy needs help.
Looks like the mission area is yours to capture now.
Thanks.
Someone scratch my back!
Lights out.
My time to shine.
I suppose that helped.
I'll patch you up.
I'll get you next time.
Lights out.
Enemy tag. Follow them.
That's better.
My time to shine.
I'll be ship-shape in no time.
Lights out. Hey, Dee! Enjoy the amplifier!
My time to shine. Just embrace the light.
Never miss! This is real firepower!
Behold,
Capture progress has passed. I am ready to put on a show.
the move!
Much to prove.
I was a little messed up there. Thanks. Those guys are about to shoot at us.
Wait.
They've almost got it.
I've reached full power.
Together to victory!
Lights out.
That's the boost
My
I
time to
need.
shine.
You belong to me. Let's keep fighting until we have a winner.
That was just in time.
You better get a look behind you. Take my
My time to shine. Did we just take down a god? As your name
lights out.
Double KO.
Control seized.
Would be helpful.
Ready to get your
Well
yarn
done.
on?
Exquisite.
Wait.
Look who's here. You need to go on the defensive here.
I'll patch you up.
I'll get you next time.
I'll be ship-shape in no time.
This is real firepower! Enjoy the amplifier! Lights out.
Lead them to crush you!
Let's pop back up a little bit. No, us against the world!
My time to shine.
Ambush! They're behind us!
Lights out.
Watch me
Welcome to the Dark Force dimension.
You captured more than half of the mission area. Keep going.
My time to shine.
Lights out.
I still need a difference.
Step aside.
Some uninvited guests.
Oh.
Another unsuspecting foe.
Lights out.
My time to shine.
Fury is almost yours.
Hell unleashed!
Ada yang tua.
Tammy needs help.
Back from the brink, baby! Together to victory!
Iya dikira deh.
Lights out.
My time to shine.
Someone. Living fear.
You'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner.
Still here.
Control lost.
Me out. I don't like these.
ஐயோ அதை போட்டிருக்கணும். சே வீடு யாருமே போட்டேன்.
Heavy combat. Step aside.
Never miss!
ஒரு 1-9.
dispel darkness. It helps me see the darkness and face it.
30 seconds before you attack.
Thanks.
Get ready.
Steve Rogers. If Pete said you...
We are cloak and dagger. We are hope and fear.
Unlike other so-called heroes.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
We'll do this the same way we always do. Together. Enemy ahead of us. Anyone willing to help?
Tandy needs help.
Our foam of light is getting laid.
Lights out.
My turn to shine.
Looks like the mission area is yours to capture now. We captured the mission area!
Behold my magnetic mastery.
Feel the wrath of the goddess!
Good to go. Just embrace the light. My time to shine. You're only one. Us against the world.
This is real firepower!
अयो सिर्फ मुझे
Mutant kind!
We don't have numbers.
Out of sight. Much to prove. Hi there.
Sup?
Armor patch here! Pay up!
Why using my wife?
Other team's capture progress has passed the halfway point.
Someone scratch my back!
I was in trouble.
Lights out.
Suppose that helps. I'll hold you. A boom of light.
Never miss!
Hell unleashed! Stand clear!
More bad guys. Just what we need. Electric cosmic energy. Lights out.
My time to shine. Just in time. Thanks.
You're welcome. This is real firepower! Lights out. Suffering time. Feel the wrath of the
I am ready to put on a show.
Terburu.
My time to shine. Just embrace the light. Us against the world.
Hey, dah terburu.
Us against the world.
Our side is left.
Nobody.
Well, you can't expect to win them all.
Problema. Using my wife.
Which hero do you think you want to be today? Now, who am I gonna banish from this match?
Dota 2. Got it.
The right heroes could make all the difference.
Who are you calling a raccoon, huh?
Round one, go!
Unless the wrong thing is more fun.
They'll be coming in 30 seconds. Stay strong.
Hey, I saw that turret thing you do. How much you want for it?
Not for sale.
What, are you kidding? Everything's for sale.
Maybe for other people. Not for me.
Hello.
Hit him where it hurts. starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Our enemies are near.
I'll never understand what closed season this lousy planet. You're welcome. Got bad guys here.
Better stop that vehicle.
Strengthened for battle.
See? I'm fucking helpful.
Battlefield ready
I'll
again.
patch you up.
Here, you don't have to be center stage.
Need some repairs?
Ow! That fucking hurt! You're ready for action. See? I'm fucking helpful.
My friends are here!
Thanks so much.
You're welcome. Yo, Rocket needs some healing here.
Foes incoming.
Your powers are mine!
Disappear!
I'm doing this my way.
You're welcome. Relay deployed. It ain't cheap.
Disappear! It's the grand finale!
I'm good to go.
Need some help.
I'll patch you up. This is real firepower!
I unleash the Vishanti's power. Pulse charge, fire!
You're ready for action.
That's better. Good medicine.
I appreciate you.
You're welcome. Be careful here. Be careful here. Get ready to lock and overload. My good deed for the day. You're ready for action. You're welcome. Your powers are mine!
Stop them in their tracks!
Magneto! Maximum pulse!
This is real!
Magneto!
Don't mind me. I'm just dying. Someone suck.
Only 60 seconds left.
You're ready for action.
There they are.
Team!
My good deed for the day. I'll patch you up.
I appreciate you. You stopped them in their tracks.
Armor patch here.
Down to 30 seconds.
You're ready for action.
Hold the perimeter. Time's on our side.
Who needs a power up?
I suck.
Good medicine.
You're welcome.
Final 10 seconds.
That put a spring in my step?
You'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner.
Scratch my back. I'll patch you up. Teamplay. That's me.
I'm doing this my way.
Your powers are mine.
Fear Magneto! I'm good to go.
This is real firepower.
Usually I create my own shield.
The current score is 0-0. Time to switch things up, including which side you're on.
Who are you calling a raccoon, huh?
You'll need a top-notch team to win this one.
ஹலோ பூவா ப்ரோ கூப்பிட்டுருந்தீங்க
வரீங்களா வளரன்ட்டு
சாப்பிட போறேன் ப்ரோ.
சரி சாப்பிட்டு வாங்க சாப்பிட்டு வாங்க.
ஓகே ஓகே ஆடுங்க
சாப்பிட்டா அதுக்கு நான் கிளம்பிடுறேன். கரெக்டா இருக்கும்.
ஓகே ஓகே
ரெடி பண்ணிட்டேன்.
Round 2, go!
You can count on me. I got a plan.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
Did you bring your squirrely little pals?
I mean, have you met me? Dippy toe, me, Moon Knight.
I don't speak squirrel.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You're welcome. Our
I
enemies are here.
appreciate you.
Come, Herbie. Avengers power awaits. Good medicine. What?
He's down. Oh no.
I'll patch you up.
I like the cold.
My good deed for the day.
I should be singing lullabies.
You're welcome.
Snowball fights. Ooh, a touch of healing.
Get out of here. What are you waiting for? I'll patch you up.
I feel like myself again. Enemies on approach.
You're
Get
ready
that vehicle moving again.
Who needs a power-up? See? I'm fucking helpful.
A nice deep freeze. Thanks so much.
Down!
Just a little further.
Fucking hurts.
Three! Now I have fewer squirrels.
Your powers are mine!
Maximum pulse!
Oh my god.
Even I can see we're outnumbered.
You did your part. Well then, when going to help?
Get that vehicle moving again.
Welcome.
Much better.
Battlefield ready.
Who needs a power-up?
I was worried.
My good armor.
Disappear!
Feel the wrath of the goddess!
Pulse charge!
Now it's
Fire!
hits the ground.
You're ready for action. Never miss. This is real firepower. I'll patch you up. My good deed for the day.
Much better. Expect me to do that again.
I'm doing this my way.
Final score 1-2-0. Another epic victory! Big win!